How's it going, guys? Welcome to VFG TV Reviews, and this is my review of It. Welcome to Derry, Season 1, Episode 1, The Pilot. Guys, if you could, give us a like, give us a subscribe. Help us grow in 2025. I'd sure appreciate it. We're on that march to 2,000 subscribers. I love you guys. Thank you. Now let's get right into this review of Episode 1. Man, let me tell you, there's so much shit that happens in this episode. I am still combing through it as of the recording of this video, and I may not cover it all, but like I said, there's a lot of shit. Go watch the episode, man. If you got HBO Max, go watch this episode. This shit was off the fucking hook. We immediately get introduced to one of our characters, Maddie. Comes from a broken home. Clearly, he gets beat by his parents or parent. And we see him in the theater from It, watching The Music Man, which plays into the whole episode, because in The Music Man, it is basically a grifter trying to create a moral panic to get the town to do what they want. One of the most iconic Simpsons episodes, Marge versus the monorail. The monorail comes from this movie, and this plays throughout the whole episode. So we meet Maddie. Maddie gets run out by the usher, and then we get introduced to our next character, Ronnie Grogan, who protects Maddie and tells the usher that he ran the other way before Maddie can get out of here. And Maddie goes and is getting away from Derry. Car passes him on the road. Another car comes up with a very sweet family. He gets in there and he's like, I want to go anywhere but Derry. And she's like, well, we're going to Portland, Maine, and you can ride with us there. And everything seems normal until it doesn't. Now, so one of the things you got to understand about It, it's not, as we see It, we immediately think the dancing clown, right? But in the book, and this is heavily rooted in the book, which is going to make this series even cooler, because there was so much cool shit in the book that it deeply matters. The turtle, the whole 9 yards, which plays into this episode, it's a shapeshifter. It can take on any form. And in where this episode opens, it's the new feeding cycle from It. But It has been dormant for 3 decades. The Indians, which they said future seasons, they're going to keep going back in time to show more things in Derry's history that It has done, even when It comes to Earth and he has the fight with the Indians, Native Americans. And this is the beginning of what we see as It. We hear this is all taking place in the 60s, so the Cold War, the panic of the bombs being dropped by Russia, and mutation of babies and everything else. And this family, stuff starts happening, comes very off. It's Maddie, their daughter, their son in the back, the wife who is pregnant, and the father driving the car. Shit kind of starts getting weird. The daughter starts eating raw liver and sticks her fingers in it and puts it over to Maddie's face. Maddie goes and grabs the wheel after some more crazy fucking shit happens and accidentally hits the mom, who goes into, and she bursts out a mutant flying baby that is flying all over the place, but she's holding onto the umbilical cord. And let me tell you, this was some disgusting ass shit. She's going into labor, and she pulls her panties aside, and this whole fucking thing comes out, the whole fucking 9 yards. This is all It. This is all taking over hallucinations to do it, and Maddie finally turns to the window, and he's trying to block it out, and the mutant baby, the son, who now kind of has the face of it with the teeth and everything, there's a wide shot, and then the fucking flying baby goes through Maddie's head. You don't see Maddie die, but he's kind of like the Georgie character of this, where he is now part of its collection, and he uses that as a way to get the other kids. So now I just wanted to tell you that part of this episode, because it is so much going on. This shows that nobody's safe, and especially at the end of this episode, what you think is the new loser club gets wiped out, except for one person, and it's horrific and scary. We get introduced to, we do get introduced to Halligan, who is from The Shining, but we get introduced to, what's his name? Hanlon. Mike Hanlon's, grandfather? His grandfather. We get introduced to him. He's a pilot, coming to the U.S., and one of the things in the books, it's already dealt with a lot of racism. So when he goes and sees the new bomber that can fly right over to Russia and drop those bombs, one of the dudes doesn't salute him, and because he's a racist, and we see that throughout the episode. I think the Legion of American Decency, or some American Decent Americans, or some shit like that. They're like the racist group that try to keep the black people out and all that shit. And this all plays into the episode. He gets his general tells the guy that, oh, you will salute this man. We don't have this shit here on base. So the racist dude salutes him. And he's like, hey, I want to talk to you later about a special project. Why don't you head over there tomorrow? He goes to see him, and they are coming up with the plans for the B-2 stealth bomber. And they want him to fly it. So he's going over all the information. He ends up getting attacked later that thing in his bunk, his house, by this group with these weird flight masks on and everything else. You can obviously tell they're people from the base that are racist and believe he shouldn't be the flyer of the plane, the whole 9 yards. We get introduced to the dude from The Shining. What is his name? Dick Halloran. I knew it was Halloran. So many H's, man. We get introduced to Dick Halloran, who's basically like a private, maybe, in this, and he is the guy in The Shining. He's got the shining, he's got the shinning, like the whole 9 yards, so he can see things. So they are playing into so much shit in the King universe into this episode. There's rumors that shit from The Stand is going to get played into this. The Dark Tower, like everything. So I'm super excited about all of this. There was so much more in this episode. This is gonna be such a long video. Overall, we meet these architects of the loser club. We meet what's his name? Teddy Uris, which is the uncle, would have been the uncle of Stanley Uris. Then we meet Phil, who is basically a Richie archetype. Like I said before, they all get slaughtered at the end of this episode. They are pulling no punches with this episode. Everybody's on board to die because all these kids died. There's so much shit. There's in the bathroom, there's a heart with Bev's dad's name written in it. So that's crazy shit. Somebody loved that fucking guy. Obviously Bev's mom, baby. But there's so much that goes into this. There's a secret military project Like I said, the turtle Turin, he's at play in this now. That gets brought up. All this shit, man. This episode was so goddamn crazy. Woo! I love it. Like I said, man, there was so much in this episode. I literally can't explain it all. So I think going forward, I'm going to give my overall to this and just point out shit that I liked about it. And I loved everything about this episode. It was super goddamn cool. One thing I will say that, two things I didn't like. One, some of the CGI looked really bad. And that if we're killing off characters like uncles and grandparents of our Losers Club, how do they not know? Like, I don't know. I think they're playing a little fast and loose with the timeline and characters that they use, but we'll see how it goes. I don't want to condemn it yet on that premise because I hate shit like that, but we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. Where does this lie on my red balloon scale? Yes, we're doing red balloons, guys. For the pilot episode of Welcome to Derry, I give this 3.5 balloons. This was very dope. This was very, very fun. I'm very excited to see where this goes. I like the future of this. Yeah, man, I'm hip for it. I'm psyched for it. Let's get to that next episode. It's on Halloween, so it's going to be pretty dope. Let me know down below. Did you guys see it? Welcome to Derry, which I don't like that name. It could have just been Welcome to Derry, but Welcome to Derry. Let me know what you guys think down below. I'd sure love to hear it. And I will see you in my next episode. Bye.